Bigfoot Part 1. Disclaimer, the FBI FOIA library contains many files of public interest and historical value. In compliance with the National Archives and Records Administration, NARA, requirements, some of these records are no longer in the physical possession of the FBI, eliminating the FBI's capability to re-review and or reprocess this material. Please note that the information found in these files may no longer reflect the current beliefs, positions, opinions, or policies currently held by the FBI. The image quality contained within this site is subject to the condition of the original documents and original scanning efforts. These older files may contain processing procedures that are not compliant with current FOIA processing standards. All recently scanned images posted to the FOIA library adhere to the NARA 300 DPI standard. Therefore, we have provided the best representation of the files contained within the FOIA library for your viewing purposes. Some material contained in this site may contain actions, words, or images of graphic nature that may be offensive and or emotionally disturbing. This material may not be suitable for all ages. Please view it with discretion. All right. So I guess let's check it out. So it says Mr. Cochran, December 15, 1976. Laboratory examinations and inquiries concerning the Bigfoot Information Center and exhibition, the Dolls, Dalles, Oregon. I can't read that word. I can't tell if it's Dallies or what it is. Sasquatch. Mr. Peter Byrne, director of the Bigfoot Information Center and Exhibition, West 6th Street, and Stetler, the Dallas, Oregon. Oh, so it says Dallas. My bad. Damn, I messed that up. Dear Mr. Byrne, I have received your letter of November 24th requesting an FBI lab analysis of 15 unidentified hairs and tissues. The FBI lab conducts examinations primarily of physical evidence for law enforcement agencies in connection with criminal investigations. Occasionally, on a case by case basis, in the interest of research and scientific inquiry, to make exceptions to this general policy. With this understanding, we will examine the hairs and tissues mentioned in your letter. They should be submitted to the FBI Lab Scientific Analysis Section, J. Edgar Hoover Building, Washington, D.C. 2535. Attention, Special Agent, and it's blanked out. In your reply, please include available background info concerning the source of the specimen. Uh, then it says like a bunch of random ass numbers: N33, DE41, EX104, REC14, 95-213013, December 20th, 1976. Sincerely yours, J. Cochran Jr., Assistant Director, FBI Scientific and Technical Services Division. SAC Portland enclosures for information. And then this says January 12th, I think, 1977. Uh, Bigfoot Information Center and Exhibition. Uh, Location. Mail, and I can't read that word. But it does have a phone number, huh? November 24th, 1976. Okay, here we go. Let's read this letter. So, Mr. J. Cochran Jr., Assistant Director, FBI Lab Division, FBI, Washington, D.C. Dear Mr. Cochran, I thank you for your letter of September 10th, 1976. I am writing again to ask if you could possibly arrange for a comparative analysis of some hairs that we have here, which we are unable to identify. You may know something of the program in which we through the part sponsorship of the undermentioned academy are engaged. Should you not, I am enclosing an article which will partially explain what it is that we are trying to do. Briefly, we do not often come across hair which we are unable to identify. And the hair that we have now, about 15 hairs attached to a tiny piece of skin, is the first that we have obtained in 6 years, which we feel may be of importance. Please advise if you are able to perform this task for us. Yours very truly. Peter Byrne, director, the BIC. Then this is oh, I think this might be the case number 95-213013-2. That looks like a case number actually. But this says February 22, 1977. It says a scientific and educational exhibition for all ages, sponsored by the Academy of Applied Sciences, yada yada yada, Massachusetts. Okay. That's the picture of the video. That was the first video of Bigfoot, they say, where he's walking through like the trees. It's black and white. Yeah. So that's what that picture's from. I'm not sure what that means. A-2, July 6, 1975. So it's getting further and further out. Now it's another 6 months, 7 months later. Okay. The Federal Bureau of Investigation, Pennsylvania Ave, 9th and 10th, Northwestern, Washington, D.C. August 26, 1976. So this is more than a year later from these two pieces right here. Wow. It's actually a year and a month later. Holy shit. A year, a month. Damn. Okay. Okay. Gentlemen, this institution conducts research on and into the Bigfoot phenomenon of the Pacific Northwest of the USA. We have been in operation for nearly 6 years, and we are associated with the Academy of Applied Sciences of Boston, Mass. From time to time, we have been informed that hair, supposedly of a Bigfoot, has been sent for examination to the FBI, has been examined by the FBI, and with conclusion as a report of the examination that it was not possible to compare the hair with that of any known creature on this continent. Wow, that statement is really big, boys. That statement is actually massive. Uh, the examination, it is not possible to compare the hair with that of any known creature on this continent. North America, by the way, is the continent. So that's pretty crazy. Will you kindly, to set the record straight once and for all, inform us if the FBI has examined hair which might be that of a Bigfoot? When this took place, if it did take place, what the results of the analysis were? Please understand that our research here is serious, that this is a serious question that needs answering, and that an examination of hair or the opposite by the FBI does not in any way, as far as we are concerned, suggest that the FBI is associated with our project or confirms in any way the possibility of the existence of the creature or creatures known as Bigfoot, aka Sasquatch. So this is another almost month later, September 14th, 76. Uh, September 10th. Wait, this is wrong. These need to be switched because this is September 10th and this is September 14th. So this needs to go before the last one. So they entered the evidence incorrectly. All right. So this is from the FBI and it says, Dear Mr. Byrne, reference is made to your letter dated August 26, 1976, concerning the reported examination of hairs by the FBI lab in connection with the Bigfoot phenomenon. Since the publication of the Washington Environmental Atlas in 1975, which referred to such examinations, we have received several inquiries similar to yours. However, we have been unable to locate any references to such examinations in our files. Okay. So here is uh the New York Times newspaper, and this is in the files as well, and it says, is it Bigfoot or can it be just a hoax? Okay. Here's another photo, and it's super blurry. Who knows what that could be? It doesn't look familiar. Uh, okay, another newspaper article. Alright. The Bigfoot Information Center and Exhibition. Uh, okay. So we've already read this one. We read this one. Okay. So, memorandum to Mr. McDermott requested examination of unidentified hair from the Bigfoot Information Center and Exhibition. It's spelt wrong. The Dallas, Oregon. Recommendations. 1. That Mr. Burns' request for examination of 15 unidentified hairs and tissues be granted. Wow. So is approved. 2. If examination is granted, attached letter be approved and forwarded to Mr. Byrne. So is approved. It says details. The 7675 tissue of the Washington Star News carried outline and photograph attached caption recognition at last. Concerning, the recently published U.S. Army Corps of Engineers Washington Environment Atlas, the atlas contained information regarding the possible existence of Sasquatch, aka Bigfoot, the legendary creature of the Pacific Northwest mountains. Okay. Some of this stuff's just super hard to read. Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to read because some of this is just like the cliff notes, like, like, okay, this is what's already been discussed, so here we go, you know. So I'm trying to make sure that we're not just reading the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, because for some reason it looks like that's a lot of what's going on here. Like this, we've read that. Uh, okay, this is new. So this is dated February 24th, 1977. Mr. Howard S. Curtis, Executive VP, Academy of Applied Sciences, yada, 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 Boston. Okay. Dear Mr. Curtis, the hairs which you recently delivered to the FBI lab on behalf of the Bigfoot Information Center and exhibition have been examined by transmitted and incident light microscopy. The exam, sorry, man, it's really hard to read this. The examination included a study of morphological characteristics such as root structure, modulary structure, and cuticle thickness, in addition to, I can't read that word, something cast. Also, the hairs were compared directly with the hairs of known origin under a comparison microscope. It was concluded as a result of those examinations that the hair or hairs are of deer family origin. The hair sample you submitted is being returned as an enclosure to this letter. Sincerely, yours, J. Cochran. So there you have it, boys. The FBI says that it's a deer hair. So no one else's equipment could confirm anything. Now they're saying, okay, it's deer hair. Okay, that's a little strange. That is a little strange. Okay, just some more stuff for the same thing that we've already read. Some more, and now it's just blank with just oh. So this is a picture of the files being returned with the hair enclosed in it. Okay, that makes sense. There's the hairs. That's what it looked like apparently. So these are the hairs. They say that there's about 15, and then that's the piece of skin that was attached to the hairs. You're saying that's deer fur? That just doesn't look right. Like deer hair isn't that long. That's pretty long though. I mean, 5 inches? That's quite a bit. That's up to a little more than 6 inches right there. Those hairs. Wow. Okay. This says, Mr. J. Cochran, dear Mr. Cochran, thank you very much for sending the analysis of hair and skin which has been sent to us by Mr. Peter Byrne. We are most appreciative of your work and that of Special Agent Blank. My conversation with him was most pleasant and informative. Mr. Byrne is expected back from Nepal within a week or two and will receive copies of our correspondence. Okay, and that's it. That is it, boys. Definitely a little strange, if you ask me. Let me know what you guys think.